Womendica. What a fantastic final we just had the privilege of watching. We have seen such amazing young talent come through this whole tournament. I'd firstly like to welcome Australian Open Tournament Director Craig Tiley, Stephen Farrow, Australian Open Juniors Tournament Director, Australian Open Juniors Referee Ian Smith, USTA President and ITF Vice President Brian Hainline, and Olivier Cavagnac from France, our chair umpire for today's match. And presenting our trophies, would you please welcome tennis legend John Fitzgerald. I'd firstly like to invite Olivier Cavagnac from France to come up and receive the chair umpire's plate from Ian. Thank you, Olivier. To receive their trophy from John and say a few words, would you please welcome this afternoon's finalists from the 2024 Australian Open Junior Boys Singles, Jan Kumstat from the Czech Republic.
Hello everyone. First of all, I want to congratulate to Rei and his team for this amazing tournament. And also thank you my coach and the guys who support me today. Thank you. And thank you to my coaches at home and my family. And thank you, Australian Open, for this amazing experience. Thank you.
And now, to accept the Champions Trophy and Perpetual Trophy from John, our 2024 Junior Boys Singles Champion, Rei Sakamoto from Japan.
Good day, mate. First, congrats to Jan Kumstat, and then thanks for my coach who supported me, everyone, Mr. Morita, Yonex, everyone. Thanks so much. で、日本語で行くんですけど、2024お正月に大きな地震があったと思うんですけど、僕今も苦しい思いをされている方いると思うんですけど、僕がスポーツ選手としてできることは少しでも、明るい話題を届けることだと思います。なので今日勝つことができてとても良かったです。Yep.
We have one final presentation. I would now like to invite the USTA President and ITF Vice President Brian Hainline forward to present the ITF trophy to our champion. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us this afternoon. This tournament has shown just how very talented our young tennis players are. It's now time for the players to come forward and have their photos with their trophies. And this concludes the Australian Open Junior Boys Singles presentations.
Big thank you to Samantha Ritchie's down there. And well done to these two young gentlemen. Jan Kumstat, the runner-up, and Rei Sakamoto, who poses there with John Fitzgerald, a legend in his own right, an Australian Tennis Hall of Famer. And these two both showed determination, tenacity, and courage of the highest order that I think will hold them in good stead in their futures.
Well, and they've both got enormous weapons to boot. So we saw the personal qualities on display that you've just touched on, Val. And also how they can hurt their opponents in multiple ways. For Sakamoto, the quality of the backhand. Both of them served at an incredibly high level in some high pressure moments today. And then both go about it quite differently on the forehand side and from a court position perspective. But so much to be excited about with both of these young men in mind. I think we'll be seeing both of these names inside the top 100 of the ATP ranks before too long.
I tend to agree. Weapons of both absolutely sensational. And Sakamoto brilliant in his speech with a "G'day, mate." Absolutely fantastic, showing a lot of character. And his year has already been monumental, having won Interalgan, winning 6 matches on the trot last week, and then this week he's translated that just 2 hours up the road to Melbourne Park and Rod Laver Arena, where he's won another 6 matches. And this was by far the longest at 2 hours and 11 minutes. His longest before that, 1 hour and 33. Dropped 2 sets, but both of those were first sets, and he came back and won with gusto. And if the next match, the women's singles final, is as good as what we just saw out here today, Simon Ray, I think that we're going to be in for a pretty good night.
You are absolutely right, Val. That was a fantastic final to be fortunate enough to witness. Superb performance, and I think it's fair to say that 2024 has been pretty good to Rei Sakamoto so far.
It has. Well, a couple of trophies. He might have to get another suitcase and pay for a little bit more baggage when he flies home to Japan, and he's been absolutely sensational since coming to Australia, as we said, winning Interalgan, and he's posing for all the photos. Hopefully he doesn't forget that ITF trophy. No, he's got it out there. Absolutely fantastic, and he looks like he's having the best time out there. Smiles all round. USTA president down there with him. And having John Fitzgerald present the trophy to you, that's got to be a pinch yourself moment.
Absolutely. Icon of Australian tennis. Long-time Davis Cup captain. Such an esteemed member of the Australian tennis community.
He is a great media member as well. One of the best callers in the game. And all the ball kids will gather around and get a photo with Rei Sakamoto, who's not much older than they are. So they might have a little bit of inspiration after that. What a monumental day for someone that does turn 18 this year. His birthday, well, he was born 24th of June 2006, so turns 18 later on this year, does Rei Sakamoto. And he's already boasted a win over world number 111, Yuri Rodionov of Austria, at a challenger last year, and Stefan Edberg's name on that trophy. Jason Stoltenberg.
Thomas Ingfist down the bottom there.
Former finalist here as well. Ivan Lendl, he joins. And it was a final worthy of the history books as well. It's always good when they go to 3 sets, but the drama that we had the early break for Sakamoto, and then Kumstat broke back immediately. But that's it. He sits on the Melbourne sign because he's the boys' king of Melbourne in 2024. Simon Rei, thank you very much for joining me in commentary for this match. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Val. It was wonderful to be a part of it.
From myself, Val Febo, and Simon Rei, it's good afternoon. And we'll leave you with the pictures of Rei Sakamoto, the boys singles champion, defeating Jan Kumstat in 3 grueling and tight sets. Have a great afternoon.